Hi, this is Dale O'Shills, pastor of Church of the Redeemer in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Thank you for joining me for this video devotional time. I'm so glad that you're a part of it, and I hope these are being encouragements in your life for your own spiritual growth. Today I want to talk to you about a very specific event in the life of Jesus. The Bible says that on the night that Jesus was going to be betrayed by Judas and face the trial before the high priest and the ruling council of the Jews, and facing all the interrogation by the Romans that would ultimately lead to his crucifixion on that Good Friday. The Bible says that Jesus gathers up his disciples in an upper room in Jerusalem, and they had a supper, a meal together. It's called the Last Supper. And in that Last Supper, of course, Jesus made a lot of statements, gave a lot of teaching, but he also did something that demonstrated really how we are to treat one another. And the Bible says in John chapter 13 that as Jesus was in that upper room, he looked around the table and realized that while everyone was there for the meal, no one had done something that was customary, and that was washing feet, cleaning the feet of those around the table. And of course, the dirty streets of Jerusalem represented the fact that when you went anywhere, you needed a fresh washing of your feet. There was something refreshing and hospitable about doing that, but none of the disciples were willing to do that. But Jesus, the Bible says, took off his robe, girded himself with a towel, he knelt down with a basin of water, and he washed the feet of all of his disciples, including Judas, who would betray him, and Peter, who would deny him, and of all the disciples except for John, who would desert him. What we see in Jesus is this loving servanthood attitude, this humility that reaches down and reaches out to serve other people. So I want to encourage you to make the choice to be a foot washer. Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. Now, I'm not talking about specifically washing another person's feet, but what I am talking about is serving other people in humility and serving other people in love. Do for others what others would never do. Serve them in ways that reflect this kind of nature of Jesus. I promise you that when you're doing that, you're pleasing to him.